Hi everybody, this is Pulkit Chabda. In this video, we'll be discussing the next problem of the ongoing series in which we are discussing the code forces round 645. And the problem that we are going to discuss in this video is D, which is the best vacation. Let's see how it proves to be the best one. So you have been in love with the coronavirus Jan for a long time, but you didn't know where she lived until now. And just now you found out that she lives in a faraway place called Anaha. You immediately decided to take a vacation and visit coronavirus Jan. Your vacation lasts exactly X days, and that's exactly the number of days you will spend visiting your friend. You will spend you will spend exactly X consecutive days. This is important. We can't miss some days. We have to be there for X consecutive days. They use a very unusual calendar in Naha. There are n months in a year, and the ith month lasts exactly di days. Days in the ith month are numbered from 1 to di, and there are no leap years in Naha. So the mood of her mood, and accordingly her desire to hug you, depends on the number of days in a month. In particular, you get J hugs if you visit her on the jth day of the month. You know about this feature of your friend, and you plan your trip to get as many hugs as possible, and then maybe you can win the heart of coronavirus Jan. Please note that your trip should not necessarily begin and end in the same year. I hope the weird question is clear. Uh, so we'll be given two integers n and x in the first row, in the first line, which will represent the number of months in the year and the number of days we want to spend with our friend. The second line will give us n integers d1, d2 up to dn, where di is the number of days in the ith month. So it is guaranteed that we would not need to spend more than a year with her, because the value of x is less than or equal to the summation of all di values, which means it is less than a year. Okay, so we have to print one integer which will tell us the maximum number of hugs that we can get from coronavirus Jan during the best vacation of our life. Yeah, so let's just go through one of the examples. Let's look at the first one. We have 1 in the first month, 1, 2, 3 in the second, and 1 in the third. We want to spend 2 days. If we spend if we go there during the first day of the first month, we would have spent this and this day. So 2 in this case. If we go there during these 2 days, then the answer would have been 3. 5 in this case, and 4 in this case, particularly. So the maximum answer possible is 5. And for the second case, we have 3 months, 3 days each. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we want to spend 6 days. Okay, I'm sorry, I just made a mistake. It shouldn't be 3, 3, 3. It should be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 6 days it looks like. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I think this is the best scenario. So 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3. It will be 12 in this case. Yeah, maybe we could try another ones also, but it will be hard to go through all the options. So yeah, these were the test cases. I hope you basically got the point. What is it basically trying to say? What is the question trying to say? I'll be discussing the solution from now on, so it will be a good time to pause the video and think it for yourself if you want to give it a try. So yeah, the first solution that comes to my mind reading the problem is that just try every possible day, but we can't do that, right? Because the number of days in each month are 10 is to power 6, and number of months are 10 is to power 5. So it will be 10 is to power 11 if we try for each day and get to calculate the number of hugs that we'll be receiving if we start at that particular day and go of one somehow. But we can't really do that. So but what we can do is that we can iterate through each of the month. If we iterate from 1 to n, and if we try and see that if we visit her during this month, if we start our journey, if we start our day, if we start our stay at this particular month, what is the best possible scenario in which we can get maximum possible number of hugs? And if we take the overall maximum for all the possible values of I, we'll have our answer, right? But now one problem I see here is that it says that the trip should not necessarily begin and end in the same year. So it's possible that if we, let's say the calendar had 12 months, and if we would have gone there at the 11th month, maybe we want to stay there for more than 2 months. So we would have to come back to one from 12. So 11th month and 12th month, and then we would have to come back to this one, this one, sorry, this first month. So to inform to make sure that there is uniformity, to avoid, to take care of such situations, what we generally do is we have d1 to dn, right? Instead of making an array of n size, what we generally do is we make an array of size 2n, and the other 2n, the other part, or the second part of the size of the array size 2n will be exactly same as the first array. So we'll just have repeat, we'll just have the array repeat itself, so that after n we get 1 again, and then 2 and 3. So it actually becomes cyclic. This way we just repeat the array, and that thing can be taken care of in this way. Okay, so now we just have to iterate for I, and I can be from 1 to n, because that's how we can basically start our journey. That's all of the months that we can start. Now when we have fixed that we want to start our journey at, not exactly journey, our stay in the ith month, so we'll have 1 to di, di more options to explore, but we don't have the time to explore them all. So we just want to come up with a strategy, which basically tells us what are the maximum number of hugs that I'm going to receive if if I decide to start my stay in the ith month, if I in some day in the ith month. Okay, now first of all, let's just assume that what if we start our journey, our stay on the first of this month, let's say first of this month, and then I have di, and then I'll have 1 2 maybe d of I plus 1, and then so on some months. And if I decide that I want to decide, if I want to start the stay at first of this month, let me just find till when will my journey go. Okay, so to do that, if I want to find the month j, that will be the last month of my journey, for example, uh, that value of j I can get in such a way that if I find smallest such j, such that di plus d of I plus 1 up to dj is greater than or equal to x, then that particular j is going to be my answer. Why? Because if since we know that this is the smallest j such that this value is greater than or equal to x, it means that if I eliminate this j and I just have till j minus 1, then the value is actually going to be less than x. It means I wouldn't have been able to complete my x days till j minus 1th month. But if I include this jth month, I'll be able to complete my x days, because their sum is basically greater than or equal to x. So this j is what I'm looking for, and to find it I'll be using binary search in some way, after having prefix uh, some of the di values. Okay, I'll just go through that as well now if I brought it up. uh, if I want the value di plus d of I plus 1 up to dj, what I can do is, if I have a prefix sum in which pre of I basically stores the sum of di values from I equals to from 1 to I, that is, if pi represents d1 plus d2 up to d of I, then I can say that this sum is basically p of j minus p of I minus 1. I hope you understand this, because p of j will tell me the sum till j, and if I subtract the sum till I minus 1, I'll have this sum. So I want pj minus pi minus 1 to be greater than or equal to x. It means I want pj to be greater than or equals to x plus p of I minus 1. So using binary search, using lower bound function of the C++, I'll be able to get the smallest possible j that satisfies this condition. So once I have it, uh, it will be like this: di, then again 1 to di plus 1. I don't know if it will be smaller or larger, I'm just drawing it randomly, and some more months maybe, and then we'll have 1 to dj. and let's say our journey, our stay basically ends at this particular day, let's say A. We can find this A as well. To do that, what we'll be doing is we'll find the number of days that we have spent with her till j minus 1th month. Once we get that, we'll just subtract those days from x, and we'll get to know what how many days do we need to spend out of this jth month. I hope that makes sense. Now, if I if I have decided that I wanted to start my journey on the first day and go till the 8th day of the jth month, now what can I do to calculate the answer? I know that for the month number equals to I to j minus 1, I would have completely exhausted all of the months. I would have been there for full months. So for every month who is a value of who has the number of days at as di, the number of hugs in total that one would have received in that particular month can simply be said as di into di plus 1 by 2, since we know that the sum 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus up to di is equal to this value. And what I want is, I want the sum of di, sum of these values for each particular indices. To do that, I can do a similar thing. Just like I stored prefix sum of these di values, I can prefix sum of these di into di plus 1 by 2 values. And in this prefix 2 sum, let's call it p2. P2 of I will basically tell me what will be the number of total hugs that I'll receive if I start my journey on the first of the first month, and I stay there till the last day of the ith month. I hope that makes sense. So I can simply get the number of hugs in this till j minus 1, and using those p2 values, I just subtract p2 of I minus 1 from p2 of j minus 1. We're just seeing the code in a better manner, and I'll just add the first a values, that will be a into a plus 1 by 2, to get the number of hugs that I receive in this particular case. Now the problem is that we know that this is a possible scenario, but we don't know if this is the best possible scenario, and we'll need to optimize it. We'll need to come up with a strategy to basically get the maximum possible hugs. Now if we observe, what if I try to shift the start date to 2 from 1? I'll have to delete this day. So let's say the answer that I got was maybe current answer. I'll say the new answer that I'll be getting is after subtracting 1, because I have lost one hug here. But now, if since I'm moving one day up from the start, I'll have to add one more day in the end. So it means that I'll be adding a plus 1 to the number of hugs, and if this 1 and 1 cancels, then I'll be actually getting a more hugs. Now let's see, what if I add what if I also delete this 2, and then I'll be adding a plus 2. Again, I'll be getting a plus 2 minus 2 extra hugs, which will be a more extra hugs. So for every day that I'm deleting from the first month and adding from the last month, I'm getting a extra hugs, right? So it is in the best interest to add as many hugs as possible from the last day and keep deleting correspondingly from the first month as possible. But how many are actually possible? The worst case is that while deleting the hugs, I may reach di, the last possible day. I can't go further beyond to the next month, because that case will already be handled when I will be handling the case when I start on the I plus 1th day, the I plus 1th month. But in this possible case, I am worried about starting on the ith month only. So the worst case scenario, the first worst case scenario is that if I reach from 1 to di while deleting the days. So in that case, I would have deleted di minus 1 days. I would have added di minus 1 extra days in the last month. So the value of extra days that I add can't be more than d of I minus 1. Now second possible scenario is that that in the first case, I told you that let's assume that we land up with the day number being a. Now after having deleted 1, we land up with the last day number being a plus 1. With 2, it's a plus 2. With x, it will be a plus x, right? And in the worst possible scenario, this value of a plus x will be dj. It means that we'll be already at the last day of the jth month. And now if we delete one more day further, we'll be deleting something larger value, but what we'll be adding will be the first of the next month, because after that we'll have to add the days from the next month. So it is not going to be a possible way, because in that case we'll be losing some hugs. So the second worst case scenario is when we reach dj. For that, the number of extra days that we add are going to be x equals to dj minus a. So the extra number of days that we can add are going to be min of d of I minus 1 and d of j minus a. And for each extra day that we add, we'll be having a profit of a. So once I calculate the value of current, will be such that what will be the number of hugs that I can get if I start on the first of ith day, and after that I'll see what will be my ending month, and then I will see how many number of extra days that I can what are the number of extra days that I can add in the last month, add from the last month to my trip, and take it out of the first month, and I'll just multiply it by a and add it to current, because that's the maximum possible number of hugs that I can get. I hope the solution approach is somewhat clear. I think I spoke it out a little faster. It may be in good interest to have a look back if you miss something. I'll be anyway moving to the code now. I already made a submission. I'll be reading the code out and try to explain it out. So I have these three. I first took the input for n and x. This ARR is the input. I have made these of size and 2n plus 1, as we just discussed, that I'll be doubling the array. And then this pre basically is the number of the prefix sum of the di value. So pre of I is basically d of 1 plus d of 2 up to d of I, and this smv of I is basically d of 1 into d of 1 plus 1 by 2 plus d of 2 into d of 2 plus 1 by 2 up to the same thing for I, d of I into d of I plus 1 by 2. I hope you got the point. So this is what smv and pre are, and I'll just initialize them by 0 for the 0th index, because I'll be adding them to the further indices, so I don't want them to basically tamper with the values. So I'm just assigning them as 0 for now. So I iterate from 1 to 2n. If i's value is less than or equals to n, it means that I want to see in that value. Else I'll just say that it is equals to the same value which was present, just n spaces before myself. So error I equals to error I minus 1, and then the standard thing, I have prefix of I equals to prefix of I minus 1 plus error I, because prefix of I minus 1 will basically contain the sum till I minus 1, and if I just add the value at the ith index to it, I'll have prefix of I. Similarly for smv of I, if I have the sum of the required values till I minus 1, it will be stored in smv of I minus 1, and if I add the value that I want to be added for the ith index, I'll have smv of I. Then I'll just initialize my answer by 0, because the minimum number of hugs that I can get can't be possibly less than 0. So the number of hugs that I can get can't be possibly less than 0, so I'll just keep taking max, but I am initializing it by 0 for now. So I'm iterating for I, which will be the start month. This en will be the ending month. As I said, I want the first such index en such that prefix of en is greater than or equal to x plus prefix of I minus 1, right? So that's what I have done here. I have applied lower bound function on prefix array. The range of the memory is prefix plus 1 to prefix plus 2n plus 1. This is how this function works. You can read more about it if you want to. And the value is x plus prefix of I minus 1. So it will basically give me a pointer to the first such value, which will be such that it is greater than or equal to this value, and if I subtract this pre from it, I'll just get the index. So I have the index stored here, Now I have just for to be more sure, I just made another case here. If en equals I, it means that the value of di is itself greater than or equal to x, right? So in that case, what I'll be doing is I have 1 to di, right? I am just basically gonna take the largest x values out of those, so that my sum is great, so that my number of hugs are maximum possible. To do that, what did I do? I just took the total sum, which is di into di plus 1 by 2. I just subtracted the smaller di minus x values sum, the sum of the smaller di minus x values from it. So the current value equals to a of I into a of I plus 1 by 2, the total sum. The values that I need to leave are going to be of I minus x, and I'll just say current minus equals to left into left plus 1 by 2. I hope that's clear. Also don't forget to take max. I just said answer equals to max of answer comma current. Else, in this case, I need to I need to calculate the value of current, and then I need to make appropriate additions and subtractions whatsoever. So I have this I have this I plus 1, and then en minus 1, and then en. We know that this I to en minus 1 will be fully involved these months. I'll be there each day of the month of these months. So the number of hugs that I'm gonna receive from I to en minus 1 is SMV of en minus 1, or minus SMV of I minus 1, right? I hope this makes sense. This is for the initial case when I'm calculating the answer, if I start on the first of ith month. Okay, now I'm calculating that how many days I'm gonna spend there from the last month. So I just made another variable here called from last, and it will be equal to x minus the number of days that I've already spent, which will be pre of en minus 1 minus pre of I minus 1. It will give me the sum of the number of days of these all sums of these all months. So I'll just get the number of days I want to spend more there. So I'll just add to current from last into from last plus 1 by 2, because that will be the number of hugs that I'm going to receive from those many days. Now I'll get to I want to see how many extra days are there that I can basically delete from the first month and add from the last month. So that are going to be the minimum value of d of I minus 1. This error I is basically same as d of I. So error I minus 1, because I started from the first day, and I can keep deleting days all the way up to error I, comma error of en minus from last, because initially my ending day was from last, and in the worst case it can go up to error of en. So the number of days I'm gonna add are going to be error of en minus from last. So I just say current plus equals to extra into from last, because for each deletion and corresponding addition, I'll be having from last extra profit, from last number of extra hugs. So I just add to my current this value, and then I have just took the max answer equals to max of answer comma current, just like we did here, just like we wanted to do for each possible value of I. And as soon as I get out of this loop, I am just printing the value of answer. Okay, so I hope it is clear. If it's not, you may drop down a comment like always. I'll try to help. Thank you guys. This is for this video. See you guys in the next one.